Shalom Israel. We know you're not interested in listening to the rest of the news today. Boring, boring, boring. We just want to know about one person. You've got it, Jonah, son of Amittai, runaway prophet, fish rider. Right now, it's all about him. And our roving link continues on his trail. Abigail, any sightings to report?
Shalom, Caleb. You join us in the palace gardens of Assyrian king Shalmaneser III in the centre of Nineveh, the largest city on earth. This place is out of this world. Huge, beautiful, super wealthy. The sense of power just drips from every statue and gateway. But on our journey here, we've seen the strangest things. Every person, regardless of wealth or position, is walking around in rags, like they're wearing old sacks, and every forehead is smeared in black ash from dead fires. And not only the people, the animals too. It's as if the entire city is in mourning. But, although the king has seen better health, he's definitely not dead. And Jonah, you guessed it, he's disappeared. Wait, there's a servant girl. Let's try and find out what's going on. Hello?
Wait, what are you doing here? How did you get in the royal gardens? I'll call the guards.
No, don't call the guards. We just wondered why everyone is dressed so strangely. What's going on in Nineveh?
Okay, well, I can't be long. The king may need me in a minute. I'm like his most important attendant in charge of perfume and skin oils, you know.
The king's most important attendant is in charge of perfumes?
And skin oils. I'm not his most important attendant. Of course not. I'm his most important perfume and skin oils attendant. There are 10 of us.
10 people in charge of perfume?
And skin oils, yes, 10, but he's not using any at the moment.
Any attendants?
Any perfume and skin oils? I knew other civilizations weren't as advanced as ours, but it's not chariot science.
Oh, why not?
Why not what?
Why not perfumes and skin oils?
Oh, because we're repenting.
Repenting?
Do you? What are you? Hebrews? Do you Hebrews just repeat everything people say?
I'm sorry. Why are you repenting?
Because the king has ordered us to. And what the king orders us to do, we do. He's kind of a big deal, until the next king.
So, sorry, I'm not quite getting this.
Yes, I can see that. Seriously, these inferior civilizations.
Can you start from the beginning?
Of what?
Of why the king has ordered you to repent.
Oh, yes. Well, it started when your prophet Jonah arrived.
Oh, I wondered if it had.
Well, actually, it started before that. Things have been wrong in Nineveh for a while. Here, in the greatest, most powerful city in the world, there's been famine, eclipses, revolts, plagues, more famine, all very bad omens. There's been I've got a bad feeling about this taste in the air for a long time. Even the king stopped enjoying the usual rampaging, invading and subjugating of surrounding inferior civilizations. He was quite depressed. No act of random violence could cheer him up, no matter what he tried. None of our priests or enchanters seemed to have an answer for it. It was as if something was coming, something bad. It felt inevitable. And then Jonah turned up, this strange white man in his strange white sandals, smelling of parts of fish. Any civilized person definitely shouldn't have to smell, especially in the heat of the city.
That's our Jonah. And what did he do?
Okay, so it takes 3 days to walk through our city. Did I mention it's the biggest and greatest in the world?
Yes, you did mention that.
Well, one day in, he started shouting, 40 more days and Nineveh will be overthrown.
Wow.
Yes, wow. Normally prophets of doom last approximately 15 seconds max in Nineveh before a spear lands in their chest. But this man, there was something about him. He had an authority, a power from somewhere outside of himself. People listened, but something bad felt like it was suddenly rushing upon the city, and there was nothing anyone could do about it. Well, maybe there was something.
What?
What?
What could you do about it?
Oh, so I don't know who started it, but someone had the idea to fast. People stopped eating and they started dressing like this. I guess they thought if we showed we were sorry, then destruction might just be taken away. When word of what Jonah was shouting reached the palace, the king was terrified. He got off his throne, took off his royal robes, put on a sackcloth and smeared himself with ashes, just like the rest of the population. And he stopped eating and stopped using perfume and skin oils. Do you know how difficult it is to look busy when you're a perfume and skin oils attendant to a king in a sackcloth and ashes? Anyway, he ordered us to do the same, to call on God, to give up violence and live differently. It's crazy. People are melting down their swords, throwing their idols into the rubbish pile, and even giving money to the poor. It's like the whole city is on its knees and changing the way it does life, all in one go. It's the ultimate turnaround. The king is serious about this, and so we are too. After all, who knows, God may yet relent and with his compassion turn from his fierce anger so we will not die.
Wow, that's jaw-dropping.
Sensational, I know.
And where is Jonah in all this?
Him? Oh, last time I saw him, he was in the royal courtyard. As soon as the king gave his decree to repent, the whole country started to change its ways. He threw his arms up into the air like he was burning with anger and strode off towards the outskirts of the city. And he was muttering, "I knew it, bad day, very bad day." Such a strange man. Why would he be angry? Didn't he want Nineveh to repent? Anyway, I have to go. The king may need me one of these days, and I have a backlog of perfume and skin oils to sort out. If our city happens to destruction, it might be needed sometime. You never know.
Thanks, Abby. Hope you avoid destruction. From Nineveh, Shalom. We're off once again, story of our lives, to find Jonah.